This is a fascinating piece of history. A 50 Bani banknote from Romania, issued during the turmoil of the First World War. At first glance, it looks unusual for such a low denomination to be printed on paper. But the reason lies in the context. By 1917, Romania was under immense pressure. Having entered the war in 1916 on the side of the Allies, Romania hoped to gain Transylvania from Austria-Hungary. But the campaign went badly. German and Austro-Hungarian forces, reinforced by the Bulgarians, overran much of the country. Bucharest fell in December 1916, and a large part of Romania remained under German occupation until the final year of the war. It was in this environment that the Banca Generală Română, under German supervision, issued emergency paper money like this 50 Bani note. Because metal coins had vanished from circulation, tiny paper notes became essential for everyday transactions. To lend credibility, the issue was guaranteed by deposits at the Imperial German Bank in Berlin. At the time, this was meant to signal strength. But with hindsight, it was a fragile promise. Just a few years later, Germany descended into the infamous hyperinflation of the early 1920s, when the mark lost all value. In retrospect, Berlin was hardly a safe guarantor of stability. The design itself blends authority with practicality. On the front, the note bears the denomination 5 Bani, or 5 tens of Bani, alongside the classical profile of a woman. Intricate patterns deterred forgers, and a red serial number ensured accountability. On the reverse, the denomination is repeated within ornate geometric frames. The occupation ended in 1918 when Germany collapsed. Romania re-entered the war in its final days, and at the peace settlement, it not only regained its independence but expanded dramatically, gaining Transylvania, Bessarabia, and Bukovina. The hardships of occupation gave way to the dream of Greater Romania, though the scars of war and fragile finances remained. Nowadays, this modest 50 Bani banknote is prized by collectors as a tangible relic of a turbulent era. Prices can vary depending on condition. Examples in fine to very fine state typically sell for around 20 to 55 US dollars. Particularly crisp or uncirculated specimens have fetched higher sums, sometimes reaching $70 to over $200 at auction. While its face value was negligible at the time, today it holds real worth, not in currency but in the story it carries and the place it holds in collections.